Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 197. This one is discussing episodes 19 to 22 of Changeman. By the way, finishing these episodes up, I have roughly, overall for the whole series, roughly about 33 episodes left. And before I take a break, roughly 8. Yes, 8. Now what happens in these episodes? Well, in the case, the first one is just, oh yeah, Amos gets punished, so for what happened in the previous two-parter. And of course, well, she, of course, and the general had to compete with each other, of course, the next two episodes. So we have a creature who basically just float. And the whole thing is introducing this gravity device that only appears just in this episode because they don't show over. It doesn't show up in the next episode because this thing likes to fly. So kind of like the first flying creature they encountered. Interesting idea, but it doesn't really much anywhere. 20 is a significant episode of the series because this actually is the first time ever that we actually had the whole story of this one is that, well, the whole of these piranhas attacking everywhere. But the biggest thing in this episode is that the commander himself finally comes to Earth for the first time, Commander Gorza, and he fights the Blue Ranger. Yeah, for the first time ever, they get the introduction to this guy. Like, they heard his voice once before, but they never seen him in person. But now we finally see him. Like, that's interesting. Now, here's something interesting about the whole thing about General. Now, in the case of this one, they waited 20 episodes in for this first encounter. In the case of something like, let's say, Go 5, for example, they did it around episode freaking 10. Yeah, it was about that far in. It was actually a bit earlier than this one was. Yeah, but Bioman, yeah, they made all three of them run away. Got 3 generals, plus their 5 idiot subordinates. Sometimes it doesn't happen very often, but I appreciate the fact they actually did. And they have Blue Ranger where he actually has to protect some kids who their teachers got missing. Like, oh, she disappeared. Did she run away? No, she was captured by the Gozma. Though she's later rescued, and that's the episode. It's definitely a good episode. It's a key episode for the series. 21 is a very odd one. We have this alien rock star warrior who apparently has conquered 50 planets already. And he wanted to make Earth 51st. And apparently he was summoned to Earth by Queen Adamus. Interesting. Yeah, as for the reason for this, just to keep Gorsman on his toes. Obviously. Also Gator, who's the navigator. He's basically being his reporter. He's his cameraman the whole time, which I found to be quite hilarious. They have a really cool moment where Change Dragon just... By the way, their suits are actually damaged for the first time in this series, this episode. And then, of course, he takes the camera, where he then proceeds to basically broadcast across the universe about how good Earth is. And then the broadcast is cut off at that moment from him by the Planetary Master. Now, the guy is evil. The guy is... He doesn't give a damn. He sees a planet, he wants to conquer it. That's his thing. He's basically a bit one-dimensional when it comes to that, but he's also very much a giant creature with no limbs. Yep, it's a very interesting idea of an episode. I'd say it's probably the most exciting episode I've seen so far, and a good character piece for when it comes to the Rangers. The last one is basically a character piece, and the one for the Pink and White Rangers, where it involves basically a really cool-looking mirror monster. Yeah. Who, like, the whole plan of this one is trying to infiltrate the Changeman base so they can destroy it. And the plan kind of works. The monster got in the base, which makes it the first time in this series, this early. I would actually, this is around the same time that happened in Sun Vulcan, where they actually infiltrated the base. And at that point, they actually destroyed the base. This one, not yet. They're not going to destroy this yet. Maybe in the future, but who knows. But it's a good character piece for the two girls. And basically, they decided to go shopping afterwards and to be the monster. But it's absolutely a really good episode. I love the design. I thought at one point it looked a bit cheap, but it looks really good. It's like they basically spent a good amount of money on this in the Suta series. Yeah, unlike let's say Gogo V and Dynaman, it seems as though basically with Bioman and this one, they spent it's like the budget got increased. Seemed like that to me. Yep. But yeah, not much else to say about this one. Just 4 really good episodes. Okay, so that's it. Review. Let's do a comment corner. But I gotta do something else. Okay. It's a stream. Okay, next video. Bye.